Hey, what's going on everybody? Today we got the HomePod Mini to unbox and set up, and I'm going to give you some first impressions and thoughts about this HomePod Mini. And that's a pretty reflective box, isn't it? I mean, you can literally see me in it. But anyways, been slacking on some videos lately. It's the holiday season, always a busy time for me. But happy holidays to everybody that celebrates the holidays this time of year. And we're almost in 2021. It's so hard to believe, but yeah, it's almost here. But anyways, HomePod Mini, this is the space gray model. I've been wanting this a while now. Couldn't decide whether or not I wanted to actually buy one, but after seeing some reviews and all that, I finally decided, what the heck, go ahead and buy the HomePod Mini. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. So I actually don't see any pull tabs, which is kind of unusual on an Apple product, so I guess I'm going to have to cut this plastic just a little bit, enough to allow me to tear it off. I actually ordered this thing at the beginning of December from Best Buy, and it got here at almost Christmas time, so the demand for these things is still extremely high. But I think this box just lifts up. That's what it looks like it's doing. See if we can make it go a little faster here. And there we go. So, wow, okay. First off, I have not seen one of these in person yet. I haven't been to a store like Best Buy or Apple Store to see one. It's actually a little interesting because it's actually dirty on top of it. I don't know if you guys can see that. But wow, this thing is smaller than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I knew it was going to be tiny, but wow. But here it is, HomePod Mini. Wow, it feels really good. That nice, soft, kind of meshy material on it. Feels nice. Definitely built well, you can tell. You can see that cable, braided cable on this, just like it is on the bigger HomePod, and it's still that cable that you're not supposed to remove, but you can see now we have the USB-C cable on here, and the cable's also matching the HomePod, but if I remember, I don't think the actual power brick matches the HomePod. So I'll go ahead and pick this up here. Let's see what we got. A piece of cardboard, and we got some information. Okay, so it looks like we just have one big Apple sticker, HomePod Mini, little quick start kind of guide thing, and just your safety info right there. But you can see this just tells you how to get it all paired up with your phone and get ready to start using it. And then down here in the bottom of the box, you can see here is that 20-watt adapter. So you get the bigger power brick, but it's so weird that it doesn't match. That's really gonna bother me. But anyways, yeah, so power bricks now with the HomePod Mini, unlike the big brother HomePod. But yeah, you can use this, of course, to fast charge your phone or other devices if you don't want to use it for your HomePod Mini. And that paper is stuck to me. But yeah, 20-watt fast charger. This is actually the first one that I ever own. I don't have any of these yet. But of course, USB-C. So that's nice. Let's go ahead and unwrap this cable. Pretty easy to do so. Just like that. Don't want to tip that over. And here's that braided cable that is very high quality feeling, I think. But yeah, I'm not sure how long this cable is. It's a good sized cable though. I mean, you're not going to have any issues placing the HomePod where you need to, but it is important to know that you can't just like go out and buy a longer cable if you need to. And then of course this USB-C just goes right into there, just like that, and you can plug it in. Now I have seen some people actually power their HomePods off of their computers, so if you're in an office situation, I guess, and you want to do it that way, then go right ahead. The bottom here we have a little pull tab which just reveals the soft little kind of Apple area, just so the HomePod, of course, can sit down. I mean, guys, this thing is so small. That's probably, I mean, look at the fast charger size comparison. And then I can bring in the iPhone, this iPhone 10. I mean, I can't believe how small this thing is. Like I said, I knew it was going to be tiny. I didn't know it was going to be that small. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this thing plugged up and start the setup process. Alright, so just for the sake of this video, it's going to be living right here for now. But I think I'm going to move it to the back of the desk right there. But I could also put it up this way where my Google Home Mini was, because guys, I still can't believe how small this thing actually is. Here's another quick size comparison before we power it up for the first time. Here is the Google Home Mini, and when you set it right next to it, I would say that pretty much diameter wise it's about the size of the Google Home Mini. I mean, yeah, it's about the size of that. Obviously this one is taller, but I'd say if you stacked another Google Home Mini on top, then that would be about the height of the HomePod Mini. But anyways, super small device, but let's go ahead and plug it in and get it set up. Alright, it's plugged in. I guess we go ahead and... Alright, I guess it's ready to pair now, so all you gotta do is get your phone close. You go ahead and unlock it. Needs a password for some reason. There we go. HomePod Mini pops right up. So go ahead and hit set up. Install the Home app. I guess I need to do that because I don't even have that app. I deleted it. What room is the HomePod in? This is in an office. So hit that. And we'll see what it asks now. Okay, it wants us to try Apple Music. No. HomePod can recognize your voice. So yeah, you might as well recognize my voice. And then it does the personal request. So now if you have multiple people in your house, it'll know who is talking to it. And so if you say, hey, you know, blah, 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 read my messages, then she will read the messages for the certain person who asked. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, we'll do personal request, I guess. And also Siri for everyone. So it can recognize the voices of each person. So yeah, we'll just do that. Wants us to agree to some terms and conditions. And then now it just wants us to use my iCloud account. So we'll hit transfer settings. And then now we actually pair the HomePod. Just like that. So we're going to set it up here. We should be good to go, I think, after this step.
Hi, I'm Siri. Welcome to HomePod. You can't tell, but I'm waving. To get my attention, say, "Hey Siri." Let's get started. Say, "Hey Siri, what can you do?"
So she's incredibly loud, first off. Can I turn that down a little bit? So I guess we can go ahead and try that. Hey Siri, what can you do? What can you do?
One moment. I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. For more info, check the Home app.
I tell you what, I'm having the worst luck with Apple products and their setup, so let me see if I can get this fixed. Okay, so after resetting this thing to factory settings and trying a whole bunch of other things and all sorts of stuff, finally I got this thing to work, and the issue was Siri was just not working. She kept saying that she couldn't connect to the internet or something like that, but the internet was totally fine. And then I tried to AirPlay something to the HomePod and it worked no problem. So that was all working just fine, but Siri wasn't. And finally in the Home app, I was able to get this thing to update, because this HomePod actually had 14.1 on it, which is kind of wild. So that was the problem. It just needed the software to update to 14.3. And now everything is totally fine. So I'll go ahead and show you. Tell me a joke.
I love playing tricks on vampires. They're such suckers.
So you can see that she works totally fine now.
and everything's good to go. Even handoff from my phone works just fine. So yeah, if you're having problems with your HomePod when you take it out of the box, try to update to the latest version of HomePod OS. So that was a problem for me, but I just want to give you guys some of my first impressions of this thing. Obviously, sound quality. So first off, this thing sounds great. I think it sounds way better than my Google Home Mini did. And this thing, man, it gets really loud for what it is. I mean, this is a small speaker, and I think it sounds on par with the Big Brother HomePod. I mean, obviously that one sounds better, but this one sounds just as good. Probably the biggest surprising thing, to me at least, was the amount of bass that this little speaker has. Now, it does have that computational audio, so it knows its surroundings and it kind of adjusts real time for sound. But I don't have any copyright-free music on hand right now to try to let you guys listen to it. But anyways, it's not going to do it justice anyways over the camera. But this thing, yeah, very bass heavy, which is not a bad thing. Sounds really good, and even when you turn it all the way up, it's not distorted whatsoever. So yeah, HomePod Mini, this thing's pretty impressive right off the bat. I'm gonna give it a few weeks and use it, try it out, everything, and see what I think about it after a few weeks, and then I'll give you guys obviously a final review of the HomePod Mini. But yeah, I had problems with my Apple Watch Series 6 setup. Now I've had problems with the HomePod Mini setup. So I hope this isn't a going trend for me in the future with other Apple products. But yeah, update your software to whatever the latest version is, because that was the problem for me. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about the HomePod Mini and maybe what other videos you would like to see about it. Thank you all for your support, and I will catch you all in the next video.